guys, welcome back to my channel. Julie here with another speed build. This one is an apartment renovation, as you can see, because you have eyes, I hope. Uh, anyways, so to any of the new subscribers, welcome. This is what I do. I do speed builds and I post them, so thank you for joining me. And for those of you watching again, as you usually do, thank you as well. So this renovation is an apartment. I think it's the, what is it, Jasmine Suites. It's the one that's like already pre-populated with like a Maxis like family or whatever. So the first time that I got city living, and this is ages ago, but I never noticed until recently. Recently, maybe like a few months ago, I guess. I had a family. I moved them into the apartment across from this Maxis Maid family at the Jasmine Apartments. I think they're called the Bheeda family. Um, Usually when I play, like I don't pay mind to the neighbors because I don't really like the whole neighbor situation and the way that it's set up in this. So I don't really bother with them much. But I noticed at one point that the female sim, like Mrs. Bheeda, I guess, who lives here, I noticed she was pregnant. And I'm like, oh, that's really weird. I've never seen a pregnant NPC sim before, like ever. So I thought it was really strange. So then I was like, this is a weird glitch or something, because I've never played this family, so I didn't get her pregnant. So I send my sim over to visit, and I realize that it's like a one-bedroom apartment that they live in, and they have a little bassinet in the corner of their bedroom. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this was planned by Maxis or whatever, so I've just never seen that before because I know my NPCs, this is before I had any mods or anything, so I know my like the townies and stuff like that are not just living their own life, and like getting pregnant and stuff. So I thought that was really interesting and also kind of weird because I'd never seen that before. So I go about playing my game and whatnot, and then I realize, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's not pregnant anymore. She's had the baby. And then I realize that it's like a kid now, like a school-aged kid. So I go back to the apartment and I realize they still just have the bassinet in like the little corner of their bedroom. I'm like, that's just cruel. Where does this child sleep? Because we all know Sims won't sleep on the couch. They just nap there. So I thought, I don't really play this Sim household anymore, but I was like, I'm gonna renovate this apartment because I think it's wrong. Like, if you're gonna put a pregnant sim into the house, like Sims maker people, then make sure the apartment was appropriately furnished to deal with this child from the moment that they're born until they're, grown up or whatever. So, like, this should have been a two-bedroom apartment, maybe with a toddler bed and just a regular single bed, as well as the bassinet. Like, it should have just been prepared that way so this kid always had somewhere to sleep. So I felt bad. So I'm like, I'm gonna renovate the apartment. I'm not gonna play this family at all, but and any game that I go into, any new file or save file that I start, she'll just be pregnant again, and I'm gonna go through this all over again. But I was like, I would feel better for myself if I gave this child a proper room. So that's what I'm doing. So I've talked over pretty much most of what I have done so far. I think the video started with the little entryway, so it's an entryway. We've all seen them. And then the kitchen I wanted to make pretty big because I wanted to fit the dining room table in the kitchen. And then off the kitchen, you can see the little opening to the left, and it is just a tiny, tiny little 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think it's like a 1x4 little like closet thing that I put the stackable washer and dryer in it. I have not player tested this build. I did this build, I swear, has to be at least a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I don't even know how long ago I finished this build, and I've had it sitting, edited, just ready for a voiceover, like for weeks and weeks. But again, with this whole everything that's going on in the world right now, we're all stuck at home. There are 6 people in my house, including a 4-year-old running around. Finding 15 minutes of quiet time to do a voiceover is impossible. I don't have an official office, so I don't have a room that can be closed with a door. It's just in the finished basement, basically at the bottom of the stairs is where I have my little office area. And so any noise, even if the dog starts walking around upstairs, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear the clickety clack. Um, so yeah, I have 4 videos sitting and just ready for voiceovers. And so right now I sent my daughter and her boyfriend out for a walk with my youngest daughter, the 4-year-old. My husband is laying down and my mom is in her room watching a movie. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, I have 20 minutes to myself. So I'm doing a voiceover and I'm hoping nobody comes walking in or anything. Anyways, so the kitchen, colorful. I wanted to go colorful with this apartment because when you go visit this family, their apartment, I don't remember what it looks like now because I haven't played in San Myshuno in like a really long time in any of my games that I'm playing right now. So I don't really remember exactly what the apartment looks like, but I do remember it was quite colorful, and even the married couple sim, the Bheedas, even their outfits are very colorful. So I wanted to go with kind of like a bohemian look. The kitchen, I did the best I could, but a kitchen is usually, built into your apartment when you move in. So there's not a lot of changes you can do there. I'm not imagining that they own this place. I don't know, whatever. I don't really have a huge storyline for them. All I knew was I felt bad for the kid who was supposed to still trying to be sleeping in a bassinet, and I don't want her to get made fun of at school for it, so I'm making her own, renovating this apartment just to give her a bedroom. So the living room, I used a lot of the movie hangout stuff pack just because I wanted that, excuse me, that colorfulness. But then I was like, oh, it's like getting really colorful. So I wanted to break it up with a couple of tan colored walls. I like this build. I'm not the greatest at coming up with floor plans, and especially in an apartment, like, it was hard to come up with the floor plan. So, as I said, the whole reason for doing this build was just to give that poor child a bedroom. Then I finish the floor plan. Then I go in to do the decorating. And what do I realize when I start decorating? I realize I didn't give the poor girl any freaking windows in her room. Where I put her bedroom is the side of the apartment that has no windows because it touches like the hallway of the apartment building. So, I mean, at least I tried. So I guess having a windowless room is at least better than being a, school-age child trying to sleep in a bassinet. So you know what, little kid, you're welcome anyways. Anyhow, so it was like, not, I don't know if ironic would be the right description of it, but I was just like, doing this, it's all for her. She needs a room. It's so cruel and mean that she doesn't have a bedroom. And then I'm like, yeah, but you don't get no windows. So, anywho, so the kitchen, the dining room, or kitchen, dining room combo, living room, I think at this point is done. So I just have the bathroom, the master, and the kids' room. Is that all I have? Yeah. And I like the apartment. I like the colors. I like how colorful it is. I wish I would have maybe played around with the floor plan a little bit more just to get a larger living room because I find it's pretty small. So I guess I could have made the kitchen a little bit smaller, whatever. But so this little like kind of little hallway-esque area, so it's just off the living room, a little hallway with the 3 doors that lead to the 2 bedrooms as well as the bathroom. Because the living room was so small, I was trying to make this little tiny area also like an extension of the living room. So between the doors, as you can see, I just put a little tiny little table there with a lamp on it, and then in the corner here I just put a is it the chair that I put in the corner? Yeah, I think I put a little chair in the corner and like a tiny like bookshelf, like the one that looks like a locker or something, I think. Yeah, that one. Just to give another little seating area, and I just thought it was cute because it's such a small space, but I don't want to, it's an apartment. I'm trying to fit as much as I can into an already small build. So I wanted to utilize pretty much every nook and cranny that I could. And then I think it was a girl. Yeah, it was a girl. Her room, I just went stereotypical girly colors. And then when I started decorating and realized, oh yeah, no windows, I really wanted to make the room as bright as possible to, I guess, give the illusion of having a room. So I think I do like hot pink walls or something. I don't remember. Like, it's been so long. And then I never have seen these doors before with like the decals on the back of it. I thought that was adorable. I've never noticed them. I think when I do builds, I tend to go for like the plain doors, the ones that we just recently got like a plain like black and white swatch on. I think I just tend to go with those, so that's why I've never really noticed that before, but I thought it was adorable. So in the room here, I am just doing this corner area to give her, I guess, like skill building area. So a desk with a computer. I think I popped a violin in there, because if I do play this family, not this one, but the ones who live across the hall, if I do play that family again, then at least this kid now has a bedroom and a way to, you know, build up skills and stuff like that, because she will continue to grow if I continue to play the other family, and she'll be let loose into society of the Sims. So she needs to build up her skills. Can't have skill-less Sims walking around. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, then just a few little clutter items. I find it, I don't know, I find it hard when I'm doing apartments because a lot of them, the ceiling height is set to like the highest, and it's so hard, and then I feel like there's so much blank empty space, so I try and fill it with like decor above the door and stuff like that, but you can only go so high without it being like, okay, no one's gonna put decorations, 14 feet up into the air on the ceiling. The bathroom I skipped over. It's a bathroom. It's got everything a bathroom should have. That's it. It is a colorful bathroom. There is going to be screenshots of it, of course. But it's just a bathroom. So I've really started. I take a really long time to build. So my builds for editing can be hours and hours of footage. So I've started cutting out certain things, and bathrooms is one of them. If I'm doing anything really weird or interesting or different, I would leave it in. But this was just a colorful, typical bathroom. Anyways, it'll be in the screenshots. That's all that really matters. So we're almost finished with the build. This is the master bedroom. So I tried going, obviously, still colorful here. Like, I wanted the whole apartment to be colorful from beginning to end. And here I'm just putting these little poofs together. That's what I call them. They're little poof chairs. I'm just putting them together to make it look like an ottoman at the end of the bed, like somewhere that you would sit to, put your shoes on or your pants or your socks or whatnot. Yeah, I think other than putting some wallpaper on the walls and a couple of pictures up, I think we're pretty much done. So I just want to say thank you for your patience, because we all know I'm terrible at posting videos and getting them up. But I do appreciate everyone who watches and everyone who clicks like and anyone who comments. I love reading comments. I love getting that little like notification saying like so-and-so commented on your YouTube video. And so far, any comment and all comments have been really nice. So make sure you do the usual. You like, you comment, you subscribe. And if there's anyone that you know that enjoys The Sims, then, share this to them. I would really appreciate it. So I want all of you to have a wonderful day, and hopefully I get the other videos out soon. I am trying so hard. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.